How's it going, Brian?
Hey, you shooting something there?
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting. Oh man, having a great time.
We went from owning our own urban fashion line in downtown Seattle to leaving it all and buying 10 acres of land and a barn in northern Idaho with our parents, who sold their home of 40 years. All with a vision of refashioning our lives, centered around simplifying and slowing down, reconnecting to source. This is our journey. This is Homestead Fashioned.
What are you guys doing? Is this school?
We're doing school on the hammock.
Oh,
Right, guys?
got room for me?
You can sit right over there with River.
I can?
No, you can't.
Why?
You can sit right there too.
That looks like the way to do school to me.
This is the way to do school. We're loving it.
Hey, you're tipping the whole place over.
Okay, Sky. Water everywhere. Is that
Water
a complete
everywhere.
sentence?
So my goal here is to build our next cabin. And I want it to be beautiful and epic, bigger than our first one. The goal is to create something that sleeps 6 people, 6 adults, do a loft with a bedroom down below. If you look here, here's sort of my initial sketches. I'm very visual, so I'm not really like technical. I've never built a house before, never really done a lot of construction before. But my motto with this is just do the next thing. Take one step at a time, and I don't have a lot of resources, so it's going to be about being as creative as possible. How do you build a beautiful cabin with no money? I don't know yet, but I just know I got to dive in. It's going to dive in, do the next thing. That's the motto, do the next thing. It's how we accomplish anything big in our lives, right? We just take the next step, we just do the next thing. So for me, the next thing is clearing the area, mapping it out, so running some lines with the dimensions that I'm thinking. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to dig some like 2-foot holes, fill them with some gravel, and buy some pier blocks. I mean, pier blocks aren't really that expensive. I figure I can get enough to get the base of the cabin set for about $300, so I could do that. And that's the next thing. So it's going to be running lines, digging holes, and getting ready to put in some deck pier blocks for the base of the cabin.
Really start to get this idea of the size. The feel of it a little bit. It's pretty cool. Like that. Some of the holes dug for the piers. All right, there's the 10th hole. I'm officially halfway done digging holes. They're all about 18 inches deep or so, maybe a little more than that. But digging holes. The metal roofing that was left over, they're all stacked right here. And then also there was the ones that we tore off the house already when we re-roofed it. We used most of those for the first cabin that we built. The second one will utilize all these brand new ones. Those ones we repurposed. These ones are brand new, just left over from the previous owner when they were roofing the house, I guess. There's flashing and a bunch of other stuff, but there's 11 pieces total, which will make it, they're 3 feet wide. So 33 feet deep by, and they're about 22 feet long. So the cabin will be, you know, like this. So 22 feet by 33 feet, 33 feet, something like that. 33 feet, that's amazing. So that is legit free roofing. Gotta love that, right? Dad's big project of sealing up and painting the house is coming along nicely. Looks good.
Looking good.
Yep.
It's coming along little bit by little bit.
Yep.
This window's gonna look all nice though once it's all trimmed out and painted black and
Yeah, that is gonna look cool. So I noticed a big problem today with the fruit trees. The fruit trees have been under attack. We noticed two things. The first being, I started noticing some spots where the leaves were shriveling on the apple trees. And there seemed to be a cluster of little red ants there. Well, come to find out, these little red ants harvest and farm aphids. So they'll bring an aphid to the tree in a place that they think that this aphid will flourish, and then they will milk it for the nectar that comes out of its butt, which is like a honeydew sweetness to it. So these little red ants farm these aphids, put them on your apple tree, which obviously is not good for the apple tree. But that was a simple solution. I basically just sort of washed them all off with the hose, and then I took diatomaceous earth and I put it around the stalk of the tree because the ants were going up and down the tree. So you get rid of the ants, you get rid of the aphids. So I added the diatomaceous earth around the base of the tree, around the stalks. You can kind of see some here. But basically covered, especially where they're traveling up and down. So there's no free root up the tree from the ground. And I put my diatomaceous earth on the ground as well. Took care of that problem. The second problem is this right here. I'm trying to see if you can see this now. Oh, there we go. See this? Woodpecker. And it did it here, and it did it here, and it did it on the other apple tree as well. So the first thing I did was get rid of the woodpecker. I mean, I didn't shoot it, but though I wouldn't mind shooting it if I saw it because I'm so angry about it. Just kidding, not kidding. I added these in. So these obviously are gonna get rid of birds and pests that'll, one, eventually try to be feeding on our apples that are growing, which are looking amazing. Look at that. I bet you each one of these little apple trees is gonna have over 50 apples. Second thing, I don't know. I wanna make sure that I've read that the woodpeckers won't kill the tree. All this pecking won't result in the tree dying. However, what could result in the tree dying is a fungus or bugs getting into these little holes and killing the tree. So the jury is still out on how to fix that. And since this is a video, I can just cut right now. So I ended up going with this product right here, which is called Tree Wound Dressing for pruning and grafting. So you just it's kind of like a putty. You just paint it right on. Worked great. Sealed right up, and has almost like a waxy finish to it. But product like that fixes the deal. And be like, this is what you do with this problem. So I'll do that. But I just discovered that this morning. Woodpeckers. Man, a bunch of peckers. Okay, so tell me about your good friend Sally coming out and visiting you, and then right after that, your mom surprising us and coming out to visit us. I mean, it was just like back-to-back cup filling season.
That was epic. Both of those things kind of ended up happening back to back, and it was coming after kind of one of the hardest, toughest seasons that we've had here, coming through that last winter, and then the year before just was a lot of grit to stay positive, you know, just internally for me. It was coming after my 40th birthday, and I had all visions and this dream of wanting to go out and be with my mom and have some of my closest friends come out to her place and just hang around the pool with all the kids for a week. And that ended up not turning out. But that actually made this time even more awesome, because Sally had already planned to come out, and we got to do all my favorite things. We got to go bike riding, we walked, I mean, she was here for a good amount of days, and it was a super, super fun time.
Oh yeah, Sky! There's River. Can you wave? Wave, River. Tell me how that was. Huh? Yeah?
Whoa! Good, holding on tight. Woohoo! You're doing it, River. Yeah. And then after that, I mean, that was kind of back to back, because then we had a trip out to Oregon to see family, and on the way back, I was talking to my mom and, you know, really missing her and wishing that we could see her. She had not been out yet, so that was kind of a big deal in the years that we've been here. We wanted her to actually like be here with us full time, but she needs that heat, and so I'd really been missing her. We had gone to go see Jordan's graduation, and we're staying with friends, hanging out, and I get a text from my mom asking me where we are. And I'm like, well, we're not even home. We're out of town because we had the graduation. And she's like, oh, well, I am almost to your place. And we're just like, what? Like the biggest surprise. And so anyway, just turns out that we were coming back that next day, and she was 12 hours away, so she ended up surprising us completely and coming out and staying for like a week. And that was absolutely amazing, having her come out here and see everything for the first time and just spend some quality time on the water and playing games and having my heart filled with, you know, all the mama vibes and love and care. That was an amazing part of our summer. Nothing fills our cups more than having the people that know you and see you and love you through it all with you, you know, having time with them to just be together, be encouraged, feel loved, feel cared for, feel seen. And it goes both ways, you know. I love being able to see my mom living her best life.
And dance party.
Dance party.
So this weekend, some of our good friends, the McGuires, were over for dinner. You've seen them on our videos. You're gonna see them on a lot more videos here coming up. But Abram builds houses for a living. I mean, he builds mansions. He went to school for this stuff. And so he was over, and I said, hey Abe, why don't you come check out the cabin I'm building? Here's my ideas. I'm gonna put some, dig these holes and put the pier blocks in. And he was like, he knew. He's like, that's gonna sink. That will not be stable. He's like, I want to jump in and help you build this cabin. And so that's an offer you cannot refuse, right? When a friend, especially a friend that builds houses, wants to help you build your cabin. So I've kind of challenged him as well, because I'm like, we need to build this as creative as possible. He's, very much Mr. Buy the book, build it to code, because I mean that's what he does. So his company's called McGuire Built. We'll talk about more of that company later. But so we're gonna do this whole cabin as legit as possible, but also as creatively as possible, and as cheaply as possible, being as thrifty as possible through this whole thing. So that'll kind of be the theme. So I'm gonna challenge Abe with that. But he was like, no. What we're gonna do is, so rather than people might typically pour forms with sonotubes for an elevated cabin like what we're doing, but those can be expensive. So what we're gonna do is actually, we've got a buddy with an excavator, Vic, who's awesome. We love their family as well, and he was like, yeah dude, I'll come over, because Abe wanted to take it 2 feet down in the front and add that dirt to the back so there's more airflow under the cabin. We're gonna dig holes but with the excavator, so 2 feet down. We're gonna put cinder blocks down there, put sonotubes on top, fill the dirt in, and then pour cement in through those. So not that much more expensive than doing the original plan, but way more stable, way more awesome, and it will accomplish 2 things. Make it more sturdy. We're being creative about how we put the pieces down, and we're doing it for not a lot of money. So win, 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 win. Abram jumping into this party. Abram's bringing the heavy equipment. before we really get to work, we need to go pick up a few materials, including cinder blocks, rebar, sonotubes, and a friend with a big red machine. Cinder blocks going on for our footings. So having this backhoe is amazing, and it's going to accomplish a few things for us. First, it's going to finish the job of moving that darn car out of the way. Two, it'll take the grade down by a couple of feet because Abram wants a little more airflow under the cabin. And three, it will dig out our holes for the footings. Explain to me like what's going on right here.
This is what we call a grade laser.
Okay.
And so that little tower over there spins a flat line, and then this reads it.
So that's
Fast
level
beat
right there.
means low.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or slow beat means you're too low. You go up higher. Steady beat is what you're looking for. So he's all good there.
Gotcha.
So I'll go along and make a spray paint spot, so he knows he's good at that depth.
Okay.
You're a little deep right past there. We're pretty close. Wouldn't hurt to cut this a little more square right here on this edge.
You know, one of the big things I'm learning through this process of building this cabin is just the power of community. And not something I've relied on in the past. It's always been, you know, I'm gonna dive in, I'm gonna do it. And if I need help, I'm gonna call my dad. But here, the power of community is just awesome. Everyone is just pitching in to help and however they can. So like, community is almost a currency here, where you're over helping me out, I'm over helping you out on your project, and everyone is just pitching in to help everybody else get their projects done. It's just people helping people, and it's a beautiful thing. It's cool to see how that all works together. I'm good at this, you're good at that. Let's do the things that we're good at and help each other get our projects done. And that's been a really cool thing to see here.
Chop. Right there. Cool. Chop it and bring it that way.
Come on, girl. Get it. Get it.
Just like that. You don't
Use
have
those
to
muscles.
Go right here. So chop it like that and then bring it back that way towards your feet. There you go. You got it.
Come on, girl.
Add a little estrogen to this.
There you go. Use those muscles.
This is how those city guys work. You got like 2 or 3
Yeah.
guys leaning on shovels.
6 guys all watching, one
person
person
down the
working.
Doing all the work, right?
Got the operator already drinking beer.
just trapped a coyote. Our first coyote we've trapped. Dude, this is, my heart is like, I'm like scared and excited at the same time.
And you've never trapped a coyote before?
No, never.
Well, shall we go in for a closer look?
Holy cow. Hi. Hi there, buddy. I feel like hunting is a lot of, often a lot of these emotions right here, where it's like excitement mixed with like a little bit of like fear, but also like sadness too at the same time.
I've never seen a coyote.
Never seen a coyote?
No, not like that. I've only ever heard them.
Unless you want to go over there and release it.
Nope.
Okay.
Isaac, this is your first kill. You've never been hunting before, have you?
No.
Certainly not trapping. Tell me like the emotions that you feel doing this. Was that fun or sad, or how would you describe that?
It was exciting, but I don't think the emotions have really hit me yet. It's a little sad because it's a living animal, but I don't know, it's a lot. I was expecting more fury when we approached the trap, you know, a wild animal or whatever, but it was sitting there, and it was kind of sad.
It is kind of sad,
but it makes you appreciate your food more. There's not a lot of words to be said.
So as I was busy processing the coyote out and getting ready for coyote tacos, Isaac was working on getting the hide cleaned off, ready for tanning. We don't let anything go to waste around here.
So what do you think? Would you eat that? If that was served to you like that? Coyote heart. 5 stars. That's something you don't get to eat very often right there. Coyote heart. Okay. All right. Okay. I want it authentic. I know you don't sugarcoat. He's told me he doesn't like things that I made before, so he doesn't sugarcoat it.
Well, I mean, it's hard to mess this up.
Coyote heart.
I just ate a coyote heart.
Was it good or not good, or how would you describe the flavor of that?
If I didn't know it was a coyote heart, I wouldn't order it again.
You wouldn't? Okay.
I mean, it's meat.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
okay.
good meat. It was good.
It was
meat,
good
a little
meat,
chewy.
but you wouldn't order it again.
No, if I just thought it was
just a steak or something.
Yeah, from a cow or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. There's something about this is a coyote heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Okay, here, take this. I want to try it also here. So.
It's done.
I'd say it's great.
Great.
It tastes like heart. Like I eat a lot of heart. We love organ meats around here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was much different than any other heart that I've tried. They all kind of have a very similar sort of a texture and taste to them. It's great. I think I love my heart with a little bit of horseradish, so awesome.
But does the fact that it's a coyote heart change it at all?
Not at all.
Not your experience
Makes it
at all?
cooler and kind of fun, more fun,
Well, yeah.
I think. But I wouldn't necessarily say like more, like not as good or less good or more good.
But it's at least something to cross off the list of things that you've eaten.
Yeah, I think there's a certain stigma around a coyote being like something that people wouldn't eat, where they just shoot it and kill it just for the fun of it and leave it there. Heart is great. I recommend it. I look for recipes for like how people might cook coyote heart. You can find recipes for a lot of weird stuff. I cannot find one for a coyote heart. So this, I'll have to post this because this, you gotta try it.
What are you guys doing? Is that cold? Woohoo! That's what we do on a 102-degree day. Sit in the pool. Who needs a big old pool when you can just sit in the kiddie pool? Look at Papa, he's putting it in his face. Can you guys do that? Can you put it in your face like Papa?
Flash, flash. Oh yeah, well, that feels good. Yeah, doesn't that feel good?
You shucked it.
Shucking corn.
Hold your corn. Let her do her corn.
Everybody shuck corn?
Shuck the corn.
Nice.
No. I told Isaac and the kids that this felt like I was an octopus mom. Tell us to shuck the corn and we're done in 2 minutes because everybody just takes a corn.
I need to slather the mayonnaise.
Yes, did you get the sauce for it?
Right there.
You're not gonna...
Mayonnaise, just put mayonnaise all over it.
Alright, we're gonna do that.
Someone gave us a cowhide. It is ginormous and we are working on tanning it. How's it going so far, Isaac?
Smells a little.
Smells a little. Not rotten, but more like a big wet dog. Big wet cow. That's huge.
What are you guys doing?
We're cleaning a cowhide. No, you gotta really scrub it, girl. Really scrub it. That's its face. Okay, scrub a dub dub. River. What is that?
Deer.
No, what is it? It's a cow.
Now. Okay, that's pretty cool.
All right, look at that. All of our tubes are set. And you can start pouring cement down the holes. All right, day 2. We've got all of the cabin done. Now we're gonna do the outer perimeter here, which is 8 more, which will represent the base of the deck. That's what cement we got left. We'll have plenty of bags and some left over. So these right here, at the hardware store, these were like, I'm gonna say maybe $16 to $18 a piece maybe. I got these online, a box of 4 for 25 bucks. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. What is it doing?
It's making cement.
Right. Keeps it from drying. So you can move it.
Wait, Dad. I'm adding my magic to it.
Okay.
Garlic.
Nice.
Our harvest
It's
of
a
garlic.
video, yeah.
Yes, sirree.
You see the hull.
Yeah. Mom wants it in the shades. Yeah, we got a garlic we won't have to buy for a year. You can put garlic in everything you make.
Around here, that'll last us about a couple months, right? No.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of garlic. Garlic braiding.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. What is garlic braiding?
I've got some soft neck garlic that we just harvested today.
Wow.
And I braided them with some herbs and
Beautiful.
yeah. And then we'll hang that to dry.
Is this functional or
Absolutely.
just ornamental?
No, it's absolutely functional. They'll dry like that, and then as we need garlic, we'll harvest from it. But
Pretty. Cool. How many of those are you gonna make? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, the back of it looks cool. That's why you get the braid.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I've got some sage in there and some
Yeah, I can
statice.
smell
and,
it. Mm.
Yeah. Some yarrow
Some
and
yarrow, I can smell that. Yeah. Cool. Pretty. You planting some new stuff in there now? Up with the garlic, and now you're gonna plant something else?
That's right. The plan is we're going to put some fall, put some compost in it and plant some fall vegetables in it. So I'm not exactly sure what Mom's going to put in here, but we'll put some fall vegetables in here so we can reuse this for two crops for 2 seasons.
Cool. I'm into that. This is asparagus right here. We're gonna give that a permanent home pretty soon.
This ground is like rock.
You'll come down and tell me?
Oh, I'm awful. Don't get my face.
Don't get your face? Well,
So our plan now
too
with
late.
this... Our plan now with this raised bed that we harvested our garlic out of is we're gonna, you know, till it up, and we'll add some really good compost, maybe some of our rabbit poop,
Mm-hmm.
and work that in. And then I want to plant some beets and some broccoli for a fall harvest.
Cool.
And then after the fall harvest, we'll plant more garlic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Beets and broccoli.
And maybe some lettuce, who knows?
Only bees. Has to start with a B. Did you get rid of those bees over there, Dad? They're gonna sting you.
Well, I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard buzzing, and I was like, oh.
Dad,
What's that?
careful don't get stung by the bees over here.
Where are they?
They're right over here. They're like right in there.
Well, it's funny, I was sitting over there. I told Mom, I said, I think I'm sitting about where the bees are at.
Yeah, you can see them coming.
You sprayed them pretty good though, didn't you?
No, they're right here where the birdhouse is, right in that little crack. Right, this one right here.
You see them?
Yeah, don't get close. You're gonna...
Well, I don't see them.
You should Google what kind of bees those are.
I saw one the other day. It looks like a bald-faced hornet.
Where are they at? I don't even see them.
I know, but I think they're just the workers or something.
I don't see them.
Why don't you thump on it a couple times and they'll come out and say hi. Watch.
Ooh, swarming. You may have killed them all.
I didn't. I saw them coming out in and out of there this morning.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Well, they must be out busy as bees or something.
They're out doing stuff. I don't know. They were there this morning. I shot it with the hose and a bunch of them came out.
Huh. What hole do they come out of, do you know?
Yeah, right beneath the
Right
yeah,
here?
yep, right there.
By that one.
Yep.
I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone.
That's not the way it works so much. Oh, see, Dad, there goes one right there. See, look.
Oh, yeah.
See it?
Yeah, they're right there hovering.
Yep.
Yeah.
It must be behind that brick because I see them going in on both sides of it.
Oh.
So what? Okay, tell me. The salad is
A farmstead salad.
a farmstead salad.
It's all fresh cut lettuce.
All you excited for that salad,
I am
babe?
very excited for that salad.
It's a farm.
All the flavors.
Farm
Apples,
to table.
pickled onions.
We've got pickled onions, we've got icicle radishes in here,
Mm.
apples, and we've got borage flowers.
Yep.
Just,
All from the garden.
well, not all
Mostly.
of it, but mostly. The lettuce, all the lettuce, and the
Wow.
cucumbers,
Great.
the radishes.
Yeah. Sparrow, you excited for that salad?
Hello, salad.
Yes. Look at these. Beautiful and functional.
Absolutely.
So they're decorative and edible.
Both, yes.
Both.
This is a good way to cure them. They need to hang for at least 2 to 3 weeks
So
till
then-
they completely dry out, and then you can start using them.
So it's a pretty way to preserve them.
Yes.
And oh, you can see one in the background here. You've hung one already.
Hung one already.
Very homesteady.
Very. And I sprinkled in some sage and sage flowers and some yarrow.
Man, let me
And
smell
it
this.
smells, doesn't it smell good?
I wish you could smell this right now. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
Smells a lot like yarrow. Yarrow's very strong.
Well, and so is the sage, and then you mix that with the garlic. And
It'll probably all sort of
blending together.
blend as it
Yes.
ages.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Thanks. It's fun.
Cool.
So summers around here are always filled with hosting, friends and family that are coming to visit, and this summer was no exception. One of the more special visits that we got was from my Uncle Brian. His wife of over 40 years, my Aunt Janice, so that's my mom's sister, just recently passed away a few months ago. So Brian came out to spend a little time here on the homestead. He planted a tree in her honor. We played games, we laughed, we did puzzles, we ate amazing food. And then one morning, while playing cribbage right at our dining room table, Brian slumped over and went to join Janice. I mean, it was so shocking, it just caught everyone off guard. I can remember the day before we were out on a hike and walking back and him just telling me how alive and full and healthy he felt. I'm just reminded of how important each day is, because we never know when tomorrow might be the last day we get to treasure and the last day that we get to have to be alive.
We have been running this race for this, to reach our goal. This is the goal. This is where we've been going. I mean, you know, we've had bumps and we've had scars and we've missed the trail. But why dread it? I was thinking, you know, you say, you win some, you lose some. This is a win-win. I win if I live, because that's what he's chosen. But I win if I die. So nothing, what am I? It's win-win.
How's it going, Brian?
Hey, you shooting something there?
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting and, oh man, having a great time.
Well, we didn't catch anything, but
Yeah, you caught a good shot.
yes.
You're not, you know the song, leaning on the everlasting arms. You're not leaning. He's carrying you. You know, that comes the place where you're totally carried. I have so much peace. I have so much joy. My soul is excelling. Yeah, sure, I cry. I have hard times. But I have so much peace. I have so much joy. He pours his comfort down. He pours his spirit down. We just have to have open arms to receive it, catch it. And so that's one of our purposes, is to shine bright. Darkness can't put it out. We worked with seniors a lot, and so
Sometimes they die.
and we would be there close to their death, you know, when we knew they were dying, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm sort of envious of you. You're on your way, you get to see my Jesus. You get to be at his feet and experience all those preparations that he's made for us. And so it was funny, you'd hold their hands and you'd think, soon that hand's gonna be the Lord. So pretty soon, who knows when,